Hey folks, how you doing? Here we are, back in another video. We're going to do dreams this time. I'm going to show you a bit of the stuff that I've been doing. This is my profile right here. Doing stuff. I go into the creations. Started making this mini golf thing over here. So let's do a little show off of that. Hopefully you can hear me. I got the mic on the wall. Not using the VR at the second. But hopefully it works out. So it's not indirect, you know. Well, it is indirect, you know. So I got my little dude that I've made here. He's got like a golf club. Run around, mini putt course. So you can just go up to it. R1. You can turn with your R3 stick, left and right. You see this? And then back and forth, like the old arcade style type of stuff. And it doesn't just teleport you to your ball. It's like real life. You go and get it. Oh, that was close. Close, folks. That was pretty close to the wall. That was not bad. You walk up to it. Put your back in. And just do a little tappy. A little tap it in. Come on, baby. Yeah. Working on capturing some sound effects for this thing to get it. I just got the sound effect captured for when you hit the ball. So you can come up to another spot here, right by the platform, push square, and he like drops the ball. Boom. See? Put it right on there. No big deal. And away you go. And you can drop it anywhere you want in the world. Took a little bit to be able to get this going. That was the worst shot ever. Alright, going for two here. Wait for it. Going for two. I'm gonna bank it off this. A little bit of steam on that one. Come on, baby. Oh! Did you see that, folks? Oh. It's too close to the wall. It's just going to freak out. So in this case, you can just do a drop. There we go. If you're too close to the wall, it twigs out and launches it unexpectedly. So let's see if we can get this nice. Going for two, or going for three. Sorry, folks. Just tapping it. Oh, big miss. Not a big deal. Oh, on the rebound. No. There we go for the tap. Turn him up. There's the tap. Boom. And you come over here and drop the ball again and keep doing it. It's actually really fun to be able to do this stuff. But you can drop the ball wherever you want, you know. Woo! It's just the same ball, you know. Not a big deal. I'll show you the logic behind it. Took a little while to work this one out, folks. A little bit, nothing too crazy. It's not breaking the bank with the with this stuff neither. The thermo. It's not too crazy. This is one hole. Let's zoom into the puppet. Has most of the logic on him. Open that up. I just pushed the wrong button. Yeah. Oh, so it's just a regular blank puppet. Let's get this. Let me turn this way. So you can see what we're doing. Regular blank puppet with all your stuff and things. Main magic happens in here. So we'll run through this real quick and show you how it is. So you got your basic controller sensor over here, just like that's what the normal stuff that came with the puppet. He's there. I ripped out a couple things, but what we got really going on here is you go for this is your camera for turning. It comes up over here to a splitter. And if you put something on the right joystick, it breaks the camera itself for the player. It won't move anymore, or the player won't move with the camera anymore. Even if you have something else on too, like this rotator. And if this rotator's on, but this is off, and this wire is dead, it still kills it. So you have to turn this off as well. Anywho, so it goes through here from the right. It goes from the Y-axis. And I split it to a positive and negative, and then I take the negative and turn it into a positive, and it goes into both these animations. And these animations are the strokes, so stroking back and stroking forward. So you can see there's that one there. There's the pose right there. Not too shabby. I hope you guys can hear me. I haven't really tried it this way. I'm just kind of looking at the screen, and the mic's above the screen. And then here's the other pose, which is the outstroke. Which is cool. And this is the pose itself. For the golfing, once it goes into that pose, keeps it in that pose, keeps No, it doesn't it doesn't keep changes. It just keeps it in that pose. And these poses kind of overlap it though, so you over exaggerate these poses in order to be able to get what you want. Not a big deal. And then we got teleporter for the ball, so you can teleport the ball to your hand. And this is the animation for him reaching out with the ball. Pretty good. And then a tag for the ball return, so the ball returns the tag, and which is in his hand. And then the x-axis comes over here, and I got the plus, or the positive, and the negative being turned into a positive, and then it goes through this NOT gate, and it goes from the NOT gate over to this node and turns this node off, because it comes from this timer, and which runs the golf club. Oh yeah, that makes the golf club non-collidable for when he sets up the shot, so you don't accidentally hit the ball while he's teleporting to the position of going. And this is the flag logic, in which the flag disappears when it gets into close enough, when the ball comes close enough to it. And we can open these up and take a look. So there's a trigger zone in the ball, right here. Trigger zone around the area, so when the ball comes into this trigger zone, the flag turns off and disappears. It's just kind of simulating moving the thing. And then this one is the hole, so when it goes into the hole, it turns off the animations and everything and makes so you can't try to hit it again, or else it does some weird stuff. And there's another NOT gate here coming off that, in which also does something as well. Okay, what that? Oh, no, it's that NOT gate right there that makes it so then it turns off the power to this group here, which is good. Right? And this one here is what turns off the animation to this. So what we're going to do in this episode, folks, is I'm going to make another one of these holes. So let's do that. So let's get out of the group here. I'm going to close all this nonsense, so we don't need it all open at the second. Get out of the group. Oh, and also the ball itself has a microchip on it as well. Get into that real quick. If they'll allow it. Hold on. Get on it. I always push that wrong button, and here we are here with the ball. It's got a tag, a trigger zone on it, so then when you're in the area of this trigger zone, and which is around the ball, it'll change the text on the screen telling you that you can take the shot. And that's what they go in and out of the shot. Right? And then a NOT gate and a teleporter as well. It's pretty complicated. It took me about the better half of a day to get this going. But I know that the video is only going to be for so much time, so I'm going to try to cram as much information into it as possible. So let's get this going. We're going to take this and duplicate it. Let's do a one-click overlap. Boom. So we got more space now. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and start making the trail. So I'm going to take one of these blocks here. Boom. Bring them up over here. And as you can see, the hole is already there. I guess, actually, folks, this is a better idea. Let's do that. Take that off. We're going to this and the flag. We want this over there too. There we go. Now we'll clone that whole deal and move it over. And for some reason, there's a hole in it. Oh yeah, that hole actually is good, because that's where the starting of this is here. Because see as how this is grass? The mat, if you don't have that hole there, to insert it into the ground, the grass goes through it. So what I've done is made that hole there so that this mat can go through it. And speaking of which, let's clone that as well. Move over here, find that hole. It's somewhere in this general direction. There we go. Boom. There's our starting mat right there. Okay. It looks like we need to move it over a click. So let's do that. And just make sure that you grab a hold of everything that I just cloned. And that. And we'll go over here. And down. And we'll go ahead and move that over one click, folks. There we go. Boom. And get off that. And now, so there's our hole. And there's this. Now I think I want to turn this around, so then it's not in the exact same spot as the other one. So let's grab it, give it a turn, something like that, and put it in position. Boom. Bring them over. You can get as creative with these as you want. No huge deal. One click this way. There we go. I'm going to turn on precise move because I like precise move a hell of a lot more than the grid snap, because the grid snap seems to be bugging out quite a bit these days. Alright, so we're going to move it there. That needs to move over a hair more. Something like that. Good enough. Get out there. So now our track will start over here. Our next course. So we want to grab one of these bricks that we have here. Boom, and we'll bring them over here and make the whole outline of the track with this. I hope you guys can hear me. I haven't tried it this way before. We're about to find out here. Need to get some content going there, folks. So let's get this here. So the starting is going to be about there. Let's get it kind of like that. There we go. Looking good. And bring them back. So there's our starting point right there. Now the grid of the snap here is kind of whack as well. So, and we'll take this and we'll take it all the way back, making a line, something like this, and we'll just move it until it kind of lines up here. No big deal, that's pretty good. And we'll shake it together so that gap's not so crazy. And over. There's a pretty good arch there. And I want a bit of gap in between, just so then it looks like bricks. It's like a real course, you know, folks. And then we can go ahead and clone that whole deal. We have a turn going here. Alright, we're gonna make it different than the other. And don't be too crazy. It doesn't matter if it doesn't line up perfectly, because that's why you can always put a rock or something there. You know? Not a big deal. We bring them over. It's good. Bring them up. And over a bit just to make it kind of uniform. Not too shabby. There's a bit of a turn going on there. And we want to do the other side as well. So we'll just grab this. Same thing. It's been a second, folks. Get those controls under me. We'll bring them over here. We'll give it a turn. Oop. Like this. Give it a turn around. It's quite simple to make the track itself. It took longer to make the logic for it than it did making the tracks, you know. We'll make a bit of a bottleneck here, it looks like we're gonna do. Okay. And then we can just grab another one of the bricks. Come over here. Like this. Give him a turn. Oop. Give him a turn. Oop. Give him a turn. And like a saw. And we want to get around this hole a bit. This will be hole number 2. I think every time we do an episode of this with the mini golf, we'll do we'll construct one of these holes every time, so we have a whole course. And this is available on Dreams for download right now. Of course, this part isn't, because I'm just making this part just now. But it will be as soon as we're done in this video. We'll take this over here, and I want to make a bit of a line here. Get it together here. There we go. Give it a bit of a zoom in here. Zoom out. Come over here. And I've noticed, using the Share Factory as my editor, I've noticed that they've changed some of the music on it. Well, they haven't changed it. They haven't changed the music on it, actually. They've some of the music on it has become licensed music. So then it gives you a copyright claim on it. And which is not good at all. Is that you think that they'd take it off there by now if that was the case, in which it is. So then there's that song in which I cannot use. And I think the song is Gone Till Tomorrow, I think it's called. Not entirely sure. Okay, and then I'll take this. Get the clone going. Let's screw it around, Chris. There we go. And then turn it. And we want to get this kind of out here more. Something of that effect. Bring this in. Boom. And back. Just want to kind of overlap it a bit, kind of like brickwork, like you'd see in a real putt course. And like the logic I've made is fairly solid. It's just that you know, it's mini golf, right? So it's supposed to be kind of wacky anyway. Let's grab a portion of these guys. A portion of these bricks here. This is all freshly made, folks. Like I just made this stuff yesterday. There's nothing in this spot that some other creator has made. Only one thing that another creator has made is this hat. I went and got a hat because I started making a hat, but I'm like, screw it, somebody's probably got a hat. I was like, when you buy a hat, folks, do you make it yourself or do you buy it from FlexFit? I buy mine from FlexFit. Well, that's where I used to buy them from. These days, not a huge deal. So let's give them a turn here. I want to connect this together here with a bit of this action. Oh baby, nope, not up. Bring them over. Alright. We'll make a nice little course here. And then we'll flush it out with some rocks and stuff, and then we'll give it a shot, folks. Okay, hopefully this mic is fairly sensitive, so you should still be able to hear me. I'm assuming that it works. You know? Okay, so here we are here. I'm gonna make a 90-degree angle here. Probably right from here over. There's been a moment since I put some stuff out. I was just getting rid of some older content I had, folks. So then now we can start working on some new stuff all the time. You know? Oh, that's part of that. Okay, well that's interesting, isn't it? Love it. Let's unselect this here. Okay, folks. Fairly fluent creator here. Ish. As you can plainly see, you know. Okay, so let's take this over and get that little gap going there. Okay. And line them up nice and beauty-like. Boom. Okay. That's looking like a pretty good start there. We're gonna go boom, boom, to boom, to boom, to boom, boom, boom. Very good. Now, get over here. We don't need this, so we're gonna take it and put it over here because I want a 45 from here. Like that. Shoot. Go back again. And I don't want to keep on trying to clone it, folks. There we go. Okay. Alright, we want to turn them. Let's even get like a 45 here. That's looking good. Okay. And I'm going to kind of merge this together. If it'll allow me to do that, that is. As you can see, the snap on the precise move is still on a grid. You see that? It only moves in those sideways directions. Now I know that there's people probably screaming right now saying that, oh, just do this. Well, folks, doesn't work that well. It's still on the same grid. So let's do this. This is gonna make like little bounce area. You don't get too crazy with the things, because again, it's just mini golf. It's got to be you want it to be a little wacky anyways, folks. Get this over here. Just, yeah. And I'll just put another one there just to kind of fill that in there. Let's see. Yep. Bring it through. A little bit of this action. Easy now. There we go. That's looking good. Looking good for a bit of that. Now. Just like that. So let's we'll bring a few of these trees over, I guess, and we'll get some shadows on the course. Not too shabby. Get some rocks going. Nice and quick, without it going all over the place. You see now it's on an angle. It's not a straight thing. It's crazy. When I'm placing stuff like this, usually I turn these tools off because they're just annoying, and I'll just do it freehand. I like to do a lot of freehand building, which is good for stuff, and we'll get this kind of like in this general direction. And I've turned up the bounciness of these bricks a bit. I'm pretty sure that these bricks have the bounciness. Some of them did, some of them didn't. To go into the physical properties of it, right? And the bounciness is here. This is your stuff for that. And the physics on the ball actually has some of that as well. And I'll quickly show you guys that. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom into them. But here we got the physical properties of the golf ball. And these are the settings I used for that so far. The friction is down to a 2. You got your bounce at a 58. No squishiness. The density is at a 31.5. But you can always pause it if you needed to. And I also put the dimples on the ball as well. It's not beautiful, but it's not too horrible. I might redo these dimples and reconstruct the ball a bit. And I might make it 2 players. So like you can hit a ball, and then you can say 2 players, and then the second player, then you just pass the controller. But the problem with that is I don't have anybody else to play with. So at the moment, there's no point on that to the second. So let's give this a shot and see what we're looking at for stuff and things. I might put. I don't think I want this corner to be here. Maybe we'll put another 45 on this corner here first, and we'll do that real quick. We got to get out of the group of the ball there. We'll come over here. Give him a turn. No. Give him a turn. There we go. I'm free-handed it now, folks. So there's no numbers telling me what the angle is. So luckily, I'm fairly familiar with the whole angles of everything all the time. Do enough building of stuff that you see when you do freehand, you can go in a perfectly straight line, and it's not a pain in the ass. You see that? You see that, folks? It's fucking amazing. Yeah, that, and we got another one just to fill them in. You get that little bit there. We'll come down over here. Now the next step that we're going to do with this golf is I'm going to make a VR version of it, because you have the tools in this editor program, Dreams, on a PS4, to create your own VR games, and which is amazing, of course. Give that a spin. You can scale it down a bit. Throw them over here. Just gonna cover these corners up with the folks real quick. Have it overhang a bit, even. Yeah, looking good. Now you can even get real crazy with it and put like a tree right in the middle of it if you wanted to. But we're just gonna give her a test. We don't have all day at the second. Give him a turn, like that. Okay. Hit a quick save over here. And we'll give it a test. Saving. There we go. You see, I'm trying to get a little bit more high energy, so you can just leave the ball there. Go over to the next hole, and maybe we'll put another hole here too later on in another episode. So there's only so much time in an episode to do it. So then obviously it's a right-handed golfer. Right-handed, I suppose. We drop him on the mat. Away you go. Ready to go. Let's see if we can get one over there. Whoa. Oh, it bounced right back to me. That was amazing. Exactly what you expect from any putt, right? Drop him on the mat, get him ready to go. Let's try off this bank over here. Boom. There we go. Now we're getting places. Oh, hold on, come on! Ooh. That is way over here again. I hit it way too hard. It's fine. Now, to be able to hit it, it's you use your R3 and it's back, and then it's forward to be able to do it. And the turn is left and right with the same joystick. A little bit of bouncy bounce. All right, let's see if we can get going for 3. I think. Yeah, 3. So aiming, you don't need a line or anything, because it's just like real life. You don't need any of that crap. It's called rage golf. You know, just tap it in. Boom. You see that? No line necessary. It's amazing. Let's give that another shot. We'll flush it out a bit. I might make this one like a different theme even. We can make it like winter theme, which we can do pretty quickly here. In a second. Oh, come on the backspin. No. You stop the ball? No. This hole's a little harder, folks, than the last one. At the second. don't go too close to the edge there. Not too bad. Alright, so you just aim them up, something like that. Push forward, and you get that little squint, that little tappy tap as you just push forward. You don't need to swing it back if you don't choose to. You could if you'd like to. Not a big deal. So just tap it in. A little tappy around the world and in. Did you see that, folks? It was amazing. Amazing. So let's go back over here. I think I want to get like a rock on this corner over here. Let's grab ourselves a rock. Come over here. Up. Scale it up. Give it a good turn around. And move them over. It's going to cover this corner with it. There we go. Boom. Now, snow, huh? Okay. So to do that, we go into this. We turn the color of it, obviously, to white. Right? The fleck is still kind of grass, so we'll just set it down for now, ish. Maybe up a little bit, just a little bit. And then we can fuzz it out, just the hair. We'll get a bit closer and see what we're looking at here. Oh. Okay. So you can't really see. That's way too much. Take it down. Have it come up a bit, so it's like winter grass, you know. Whatever. Okay, and then now we're in here. I'm going to get ourselves a trigger area, and we're going to put a trigger area over this whole deal, kind of like a Disney Infinity trick, where you take a trigger area, and I'll just step it down on the ground here, in the area here. I'm going to change the shape of this to a square. Okay. Then we're going to take this and put it here. Make sure it's going through the ground. Let's zoom out here so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so we gotta turn them. Like that. And we'll make it bigger. And the idea is I want to make it about the same size of this cube. Is what we're kind of going for here. And that, I'm gonna make sure we're not too low. Make sure we're not too high. Not too shabby. There's the needs to go this way a bit. A bit bigger. You don't want to make it massively big. You don't want it to really go too far into the other world, but for now, for demonstration purposes, that's probably fine. Let's take a look on this side just to be sure. We're looking pretty good. Okay, not too shabby. And then over here, we're going off the side a bit, so there's not a big deal. You just grab the side of it and shrink them down until it's about there-ish. Okay, now what we're going to do, get rid of that. We're going to go into here. We're going to go into search. We're going to search my creations. Let's get out of here. I was looking for sound effects and media molecule because it seemed to have them. We'll go into here. Now I was trying to get the sound effects of like a hole, like the ball falling into the hole. Apparently you can't get this on this, so I've captured it myself from the PGA Tour, no less. And I'm going to implement it into this, so every time when you put it in, it'll be on the thing, the game that is, falling snow. What do you mean no? Don't do it to me. Snow. Let's do this puppy. Idiot. Okay. Let's just put in snow. We'll find my snow. There it is there. Well, this is my falling snow. I've gotten. So we'll just bring it over here. And we want to set them down. We don't need too much of it. And then when you're inside of this, it'll simply turn it on. No big deal. And then we'll go ahead and test that out. Now it's snowing over here. So then we go over here, it stops snowing. So this is summertime, and this is wintertime, Christmas time golf over here. You see what I'm saying? Pretty good, that little bit of gently falling snow, you know, while we're golfing. No big deal. Let's see if we can get a good bank off this here. I might do it. How about? Oh, a little wacky. But that's how mini golf is made to be done. A little wacky. Come over here. See, like the snow, I'll probably might shrink them down a bit. Actually, let's do that real quick. You can't see that. Oh, it's because I'm not there. Well, okay, so we'll go ahead and go like this. Turn on invisibility. And I grab this and just kind of shrink them down so it's a lot smaller, the flakes. That's looking more like what we want, something of that effect. There we go. Okay, we'll get a quick save going here. And then we'll give it a test. And that will be the Dreams rundown of the week, I suppose. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, folks. You see? Now we got falling snow. And drop the ball on the thing. And yeah, so we got nice, gentle falling snow. Not too shabby. Looks like I need to brighten up the ground a bit for the snow. Nice little tappy there. And you hear the tap there. And it's the sound effects that I put on there. So there's a impact sensor on the club, and whatever it touches the ball, and which I've labeled target, so and then hit the label to target. So whenever it hits target, it makes the sound of the golf club hitting a golf ball. Now I've already got some sounds ready for like when you sink it, it'll make the sound of it going into the hole. I just don't have it implemented just at the second. So again, with this one, you just want to push forward because you're so close. Just tap it in. A little tappy tap. Oh, that's okay. That was a little too tappy. And then push R1. That says L1. It should say R1. I gotta fix that. Apparently, to be able to do this, tap it in. Oh, did you see that rim? Just rims it. Come on, don't get me too close to the wall. Okay, looking good. Turn. Just tap it in. Oh, come on, I'm off again. This is a lot of fun, folks. Not only making it, but to playing it too. It's one of the more first things that I've made that in this game that is actually fun. You know, and we're complete. So that's looking good. Okay, so that text displayer needs to be changed. Let's do that real quick. So what we want to do is go into the group of our golfer here, go into the chip, go up to the text displayers here, and we want that one, and we want to change this to R1. So you go the greater than R1 and lesser than, and then it changes it to the R1, and that's what we want. Now it says R1, and that's actually the button that works. Unless it was right and I just totally screwed it up. No, that's right. Okay. Now another thing that I want to do since I'm here, I want to change the brightness of the text itself, in which is this here. We want to turn that glow down just a little bit too much. And turn it right off. You don't need that glow going on. Okay, and then we'll get a save going. Boom. And I'll try around. So I'm pretty sure we still got some time. We're rushing through this. I'm doing it quickly just because I only have about 20 minutes or so I want the video to go for anyways. I could go an hour, but then it gets too crazy. If this stuff gets a little bit more popular, and people want to see this stuff, then I'll explain it more in detail. But right now I'm just showing you guys. Ooh, I still gotta get a counter up in the corner of the screen there to tell you your strokes as well, in which I haven't figured that one out just yet, but I'm sure I will very shortly. I just need to start screwing around with it until I get it going, you know? For two. Oh, that was a weak shot. Weak? No, not too bad. I'm over there. I'm by the hole. Alright, going for three. Number three. Okay, so you can turn, and then the teleporter will put you where the ball is, even if the ball is still moving. Okay, so we're just going to go a nice little tap it in. Little tappy. Little tappy. Bam! In the hole. Boom, that's for three. Next hole. Over here. You come over here. And you kind of like something like that. And then you drop the ball with square. And then R1 is how to do it. If you do it too quickly, it'll kick you out like that. You let it land first, right? Okay, so let's see what we can do. Something like this. Bam! Oh no! Oh, no. Boo! Boo! That's a mulligan. Mulligan, folks. Take my mulligan. Alright, so let's not do that. Let's go off this bank here. Bam! Nice hit off that one. Oh yeah, she's just moving that one. Woo! Stop. There it is. It's snowing nice and gently. I guess we can take the foliage off the trees as well. Actually, we could do. Let's get this in, and then we'll look at doing that real quick. Then we'll go ahead and publish it, folks. Okay, come on, in one, going for 3. No, this is 2 because I took the mulligan. The ball would stop moving for a second. And just tap it in. Oh, on the rebound. No. And wait for it to stop. In 10 years. Yep. It's alright, folks. It's mini golf. It's supposed to be a little wacky. Just tap it. Oh, I totally pushed it too far. 3, 4. This is for 5. It looks like. Oh, the tree's in the way. Okay, we're gonna have to move that tree. Okay, we're gonna do it blindfolded. Tap it in. Did it work? No. Oh, I just missed it. Not bad for being blindfolded. Alright. Get a little bit more serious here. Just a little tappy. Make sure you kind of like that is what you want for your straight shot. Boom, taps it in. For 6 on that one, not too shabby. Okay, so let's go over here and I want to change these trees. So we're going to zoom into the trees. No, get back. And no, okay, that didn't work. Zoom into them again. Get this out of here. Okay, no. Shut. Okay, no. Just select the tree part. There goes all the foliage. It's more winter-esque, you know what I'm saying? So you go into it, double tap, untap the tree trunk itself, get rid of that. That one can stay, I guess. Well, this tree's got to move. It's in the way. So we're not in any things. Let's move this over somewhere in this general direction. Okay. And this tree, I'm gonna put it on the winter side as well. Boom. And dip. Take that off. Get up, back out of it. Boom. Take the trunk out. There goes that. Done. And we're gonna turn this one a bit. There we go. Just for the hell of it. Looking good. So there's our winter hole right there. Hit that a save. I hope you guys can hear me. The mic's about 2.5 feet away from me ish. Before it was a little close, and it seemed like you could really hear my breathing and stuff. But then with the VR stuff, and that's different as well. So here we are. This is the hole. We're gonna flush it out some more. We'll put some more rocks around and things and blah blah. And this is hole 2, right? And then we'll have hole 3 over there and hole 4 over there and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I can put one in between here, so it'd be like a half winter and half summer. Crazy. So let's give this one a swing real quick. I know that the video is starting to run somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where we're at. Didn't start a timer. Again, totally reckless. Not a big deal. Give it a swing. Oh, that was off the world. That happens sometimes, you know. That's nothing to do with the collision. It can only be as good as the software you're making it out of, right? And this is something that's not like a serious editor, but like it's still good enough that you can make stuff like this at least. Now the bounce on the ball, I'd probably turn down a little bit because it seems to be bouncing like it hits something and then kind of speeds up. You don't really want that. So let's just get that little tap it in. Boom. Into, you see that? Okay, now let's because we're good that way. We got it all saved up. Let's go back. This is the front picture here, folks. Over here. Then you'll see then if you go to find it anyways, right? And let's go and publish it right on the video. I've already gotten all the tags ready to go. Got the thumbnail good to go. Release. Anybody can use it. Anybody can do whatever you want with it. You can make your own stuff or whatever. It's a good start. You got the golfer. Make it whatever you want. Beautiful. And it's been released. We released it, folks. We released it into the world. Yes. And easier way to find it if you wanted to find me on here. I showed you. It's Wheeler1084. Just like my YouTube channel is Chris Tech 1084. Same stuff. Easy to find me right here. That's me. This is my imp. Not doing too crazy with the followers, not a big deal. We got lots of different things that I've made here. This is what we've been working on before. We might go into VR and work on this next time. Right, this one here. This is in the last in the forest. We're getting places. We might even put a mini putt golf course here in the forest. You know, we can just go and just make it. It'd be great. But that's what we've been working on the last. Well, what I've been working on the last day or so or whatever. Messing around to come and show you guys. And I'll see you guys next time.